All right, how's it going, YouTube? I'm Ruggly Juice Recipes. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. We had a really crazy storm here the other day. Really high, like 70 miles an hour winds, a lot of rain, and knocked out power to most of the city. And there's a lot of people that still don't have any power in 3 days. Grocery stores are closed, businesses are closed. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. So what we're talking about today is all-day vapes. I made a video last week sometime where I talked about all-day vapes. If you didn't watch that, I got in pretty depth about what I think makes a good all-day vape. So I'm going to leave a link to that video down in the description of this, so you can go back and watch that. Give you a little bit of background information on what this is all about. But in a nutshell, there's a lot of politicians that are passing policy and states and governments and things like this that are doing flavor bans, and they're making it really, really hard for everybody to get what they need to stay off of cigarettes. There's a number of people that have turned to DIY e-liquid out of necessity. They're mixing because they have to, because they can't go down the street to their vape shop and buy a bottle of e-liquid so that they don't have to smoke. So what I'm trying to do here is make simple recipes that are what I would consider an all-day vape. Now, for it to be an all-day vape, I think it needs two things. I think that it needs to be familiar and it needs to be flavorful. When you are out working and you're vaping at the same time, you're not tasting it. You're not sitting down and analyzing it. You're doing it so that you don't smoke. Something that I really, really like is custard. I've got a delicious baked custard recipe that I'm going to show you now, and after that, we're going to go over the flavor notes. All right, we're going to kick things off with TFA Vanilla Custard version 2 at 5%. Next, we're going to add TFA Bavarian Cream in at 2%. Capella Sugar Cookie at 2%. And last, but certainly not least, Flavor Art Marshmallow at 1%. So this recipe, all of the flavors that are in it are in the DIY Made Easy Flavor Stash. So if you have all of the flavors that are in the DIY Made Easy Flavor Stash, you can make this. That's delicious. Now this is a custard, so it is going to take a while to steep, but I'll tell you that TFA Vanilla Custard version 2 is the quickest steeping custard that's out there. You can put another custard in here if you want to, if you like other custards better, but TFA Vanilla Custard version 2, it's full flavored after 4 days. Give it about 7 days, it's going to be super delicious. The TFA Vanilla Custard version 2 is a good custard. It's got a nice, thick, creamy body. It's not too eggy. I've added in the TFA Bavarian Cream to really accentuate the creaminess of it, like give it a whole bunch of creamy density. Now, this is a baked custard. That's the reason why the Capella Sugar Cookie is in here. Not only does that bring a lot of butteriness to the custard, which I think that TFA Vanilla Custard is something that it needs is butter, but it also gets some like caramelized sugary notes in there. It really makes it a baked custard. The Flavor Art Marshmallows in there just to, add a lot of mouthfeel, some sweetness. I don't think you want to over sweeten custards too much. Then it kind of just turns into like almost more like a cake or like a cheesecake kind of thing. Something to note is that the Capella Sugar Cookie, it has a tendency to kind of muddle other notes, but it fades quite a bit over steeping. So I've kept it really, really low. And then, like I said, after the steep, it fades out a little bit, and it's not quite so present. But I think that the Capella Sugar Cookie is what really makes this recipe what it is, a baked custard. Yeah, I think that's about it. If you get a chance to mix this up, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about it. Please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you turn notifications on so that I get to annoy you every time I upload a video. Don't forget to like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.